Tonight, I step in the ring with pro wrestling's last real man, Silas Young, and it's for the title. See, Silas? You're gonna see why they call me the Man-Beast Rhino when I rip you in half with a gore.
Introducing first, the Challenger. He hails from the Motor City. He is a former ECW and NWA World Champion, a WWE, TNA, and ECW legend. Ladies and gentlemen, the Man-Beast Rhino!
Guys, who'd be scared of Rhino? They'd be scared of the world-renowned champion, the ECW legend. But the fact of the matter is, Rhino, just like everyone else who's come before you, you're going to find out exactly why they call me the last real man.
And his opponent, he is a former Ring of Honor World Television Champion. He is a Ring of Honor and AEW star. He is a two-time and currently the reigning and defending Michigan State Heavyweight Champion, Professional Wrestling's last real man, Silas Young!
I'm Rhino, and you're watching Pure Pro Wrestling. Wrestling at its finest.
See, 2023, excuse me, for the Michigan State Heavyweight Championship. The champion, Silas Young, defending against the man-beast Rhino.
Brian, I don't know if you know this or not. These two men have never touched before. Really? They have never been in the same place at the same time. So this is a first time ever match. Silas Young versus Rhino. And not only that, it's for the Michigan State Heavyweight Championship.
And what do you think is going through Rhino's mind right now, Kyle? Because as of last week, this match was already signed. However, up until the main event of Holland last week, it was not for the Michigan State Heavyweight title.
Imagine if you're Danny Astro right now. You could have been in the ring defending the championship against Rhino, but that's something else that Ray Adams just took away from him, and now we have Silas Young versus Rhino. I'm excited for it either way.
Silas Young could have one of the shortest Michigan State Championship reigns here if the War Machine, the Man-Beast, can get that Michigan State title off of him. And Silas Young making a big mistake here. He is not going to out-strength. He is not going to match strength for strength with Rhino. Anybody will know that.
I was talking with Silas Young earlier, and he wasn't really worried about this match. He was worried about making sure the belt was nice and shiny, making sure the lights hit it just right when he walked out. That might be something that we need to watch out later, but he's a vet. You have to think he knows what he's doing in there.
Well, this is one of the rare times where Silas Young does not have the veteran's advantage. Silas Young is actually the shortest performing of the two here in terms of years. The vast knowledge. Rhino, been everywhere, seen everything, done everything. He was the last official before WWE owned ECW television and world champion. He was one half of the very first SmackDown Tag Team Champions with his partner Heath Slater. He has been an NWA World Heavyweight Champion. This is things that Silas Young has only dreamed of achieving in his life. And also, Rhino has been here before challenging for the Michigan State Heavyweight title in Pure Pro Wrestling. It was many, many years ago against Ace Evans. He fell short. You know he wants to add this to his resume tonight.
Silas doesn't want to hear this crowd here in Owasso. I'll tell you what else. He wanted me to make sure that you know he wanted this match to take as long as possible tonight. If that's an hour, 2 hours, he knows the Lions are playing right now. He wants to make sure that you're watching him and not the Lions. He said you don't even want to watch that team. The Packers would beat them anyways.
He's fighting out of Milwaukee, Wisconsin, as we made light of earlier.
You think you're real funny, don't you? Oh, yeah. Real funny guy, huh?
And this has the makings to be a professional wrestling rivalry. The likes of the Packers and the Lions here. Our own little NFC North rivalry here in the ring tonight.
That's a very good point. You get the grit and the toughness from Rhino. We've known that. A guy that won't give up, a guy that will do whatever it takes, much like the Lions do. But you got a guy like Silas Young, this cagey guy. He might be younger, but I still believe that he's going to have that last real man, last real ruggedness associated with Green Bay, Harley, and Milwaukee.
Owasso letting Silas Young know what they think of him. They think he's a scaredy cat. He has been kind of timid to get in there in the thick of it with Rhino, however.
That's what Silas Young has to think about being a scaredy cat. He just kicked Rhino right in the gut.
Silas Young infuriated, easy for me to say. Silas Young infuriated by this crowd's chance of scaredy cat. Yeah, there you go. This Owasso crowd definitely got underneath the skin of Silas Young. He might be taking this out on Rhino now. But too much jaw-jacking with the crowd. Sends him into the corner. Is Rhino setting up for the gore already? He is! Look at this! This could be a new champion this early! Oh, look at the scouting of Silas Young.
Things going to the outside now. You would think this is getting into Rhino's territory, coming from the ECW. He knows how to go around these arenas. He knows where the hard parts of each of these arenas are. If I was Silas Young, I'm keeping it in the middle of the ring.
This place tonight is surrounded with metal barricades, folding chairs, covered in AstroTurf, hard as concrete. There's metal railings, there's metal tables and chairs all over. This is not going to spell well for either one of these men. But you know Silas Young would have rather been out here doing this than taking that gore for Rhino and losing that championship.
I believe Silas Young just hit Rhino in the head with a chair.
He sure did. He jammed him right into the face. But look at that. Barely any effect on Rhino. Hard shot now on the outside. The man beast.
Come on, ref. Get him in the ring.
Rhino chopped the ring post, Kyle.
You have to wonder what kind of lasting damage that's going to leave to Rhino.
Well, no matter who you are, metal against flesh, metal will win every time. And now look at this, fighting right in the front row. This is why you get your money's worth at Pure Pro Wrestling shows. PureProWrestling.net for tickets. What does Rhino have?
Piece of paper.
Oh, a paper cut! A paper cut in the middle of the hand!
Did you hear that, Brian? I could literally hear the flesh tearing from between Silas Young's fingers.
I can literally hear Silas Young screaming in agony. I don't care how much of a real man you are. If you're the first or the last, that is excruciating pain, unbearable pain. But I think he just pissed Silas Young off.
Oh, referee Gary Neely stepping in, keeping Silas Young from using that championship.
Now, keep in mind, folks, this is not a no disqualification match. This is normal sanctioned rules. You think Silas knows that, however, because he does have the championship advantage.
This is normal sanctioned rules, but it is still a world title match. Referee Gary Neely is giving them room. He does not want to see this end in a count out. He does not want to see this end in a disqualification. We need to see a winner. We need to know who's going to represent this brand going into the future.
Rhino took the post hard out there, but only got a 2 from Silas Young. And now Silas, now that he's got the man beast grounded, just pounding away at Rhino. Folks, don't forget, watch our backlogged episodes of Top Rope TV on YouTube. Follow Pure Pro Wrestling at the social media platforms at PPW Power. Visit PureProWrestling.net for schedule, tickets, and information on upcoming events. And as always, folks, we are wrapping up the 2023 season tonight here in Owasso. We want to thank each and every one of you who've watched us, who've tuned in for Friday Night Fights, who come to our shows. Thank you so much for making this one of the most successful years Pure Pro Wrestling has ever had.
I've been with this company for going on 5 years now, and this has been our biggest year to date. We went from just being in the Flint, ICELAND arena to training there to opening up Camp Justice during the pandemic, and we've made the most of it. We rebounded from the pandemic, and this has been our biggest year to date. Look at the main event you're getting tonight. That is because of the hard work put together by Xavier Justice and others behind the scene.
Absolutely. Silas Young chef kissing as he times the middle rope now. Rhino gets that big foot up, staggering the champion.
I think Owasso wants to see a new champion here, Brian.
Oh, but Silas able to recover from that big boot and giving a boot of his own and throwing Rhino back out of the ring. Silas Young throwing Rhino out to get a breather. Springboard clothesline on the apron, and down goes the man beast again. Silas looking for a count out here. Any way he can win this match and still keep his dignity, he's looking for it.
Owasso was calling him a scaredy cat earlier. He might be proving him right now, trying to get a count out.
We're up to 4 now. Rhino still laying flat on his back. Silas Young taking exception to the cadence of the count of referee Gary Neely. Rhino still hasn't moved, Kyle.
It's over!
He's still down.
That clothesline might have taken a lot out of him. We got a count of 9. This might end here on a count out. Rhino just beats it at half a second. And kicks out after that.
You have to wonder how much of this lasting damage is wearing on Rhino. We saw his arm get slammed into the ring earlier. We saw him get dropped on his head on the outside. How much is he going to be able to withstand before Silas Young puts him away?
Very excellent point. The wind has definitely been out of Rhino's sails since not only the chop to the ring post, but later on he was full-on thrown into the ring post by Silas Young. And now got a chin lock. Looks like Rhino's going to sleep here. Silas might be choking Rhino out. Remember, if this drops 3 times, this match is done. We've got 1. We've got 2, and we're only 1 arm drop away from a successful title defense of Silas Young. Oh, Rhino feeding off the Owasso energy. Silas putting a stop to that momentum again.
Did you see how Silas had...
Oh, we got a double shoulder tackle, and both men are down again.
Did you see how Silas Young had that rear chin lock locked up? He had the back of his hand pushed right up against that carotid artery going through his neck. That's what was cutting the blood supply off to Rhino's head and why he was dazing in and out there for a second.
Definitely. Now that shoulder tackle knocking both men possibly out. If they don't answer this count, this is going to end in a draw, and that's really not what this Owasso crowd wants to see this match end. This great title match here.
Not only the Owasso crowd, but ourselves as well. If we end in a count out, I don't know if that's a real win if you're either men.
We're up to 7, and not one man has even gotten to their knees yet. There's
Remember,
8, and now, okay, both men are up. They're going to break the count. This match will continue. Hard right hand by Rhino. And again. Rhino building momentum here. Hard lariat. Down goes Silas Young. Shoulder tackle into the midsection. Taking Silas down. We've got it covered. Does not hook the leg, however. And Silas able to kick out.
I think you hit it right there, Brian. I think if he hooks the leg, this match might be over. We might have a new champion.
You know Rhino wants to set up for that gore, however. You know he's looking for it. You know he's feeling it. You know he needs to get it out of his system. It's like he's jonesing to gore him. But a chin breaker by Silas Young, the champion. Staggers Rhino again.
Both men trading in the corner. Looks like Silas might be getting the better of it now. But the Owasso crowd is still chanting scaredy cat at him, and now they're cheering for Rhino.
We knew coming into this event that Rhino was going to be, wait a minute, Gary Neely. Oh no, Gary Neely avoided the crash from Rhino, and now he's down from Silas Young. We're going to need another referee out here, Kyle. Do you got your shirt?
I don't have stripes with me tonight. I can't do anything about this. Uh-oh.
Silas Young has the belt. Misses. Gore! Gore! Gore!
Wait, there's no referee. There's no referee. Nobody can make this
Money? Where's Amy Link?
We know where Gary's at, but he's in no shape to make this count right now. We would have a new Michigan State heavyweight champion if we had a referee right now.
Where are the referees? Gary Neely still unconscious. Rhino trying to revive him. The low blow by Silas Young.
Not the low blow.
And now Silas Silas with the belt knocks out the man beast.
Not
And
like
now
this.
pulling the referee over. We've got to cover. That's it.
Silas Young is still
Here
your
is your
champion,
winner,
ladies and gentlemen.
And still Michigan State Heavyweight Champion, Silas Young!
When the champion calls for a mic, you sure as hell better get him the mic. I came here tonight with nothing but respect for the fans. But I come out here, and what do? You sit on your hands, you boo, you don't show the respect that a real man like myself deserves. All your anger right now, all Rhino's anger, is because you underestimated me. And just like Rhino, you all found out exactly why they call me the last real man. Now give it up for the champ. Tonight, we were cheated, and I don't care what it takes. I will come back to pure pro wrestling. It doesn't matter who I wrestle and who I have to beat, but I'll beat them all, and I'll get another shot at the title. And next time, we won't be cheated out of the title, because I'll make sure we have a good ref, and I'll make sure when I rip you in half with a gore.
Pure Pro Wrestling returns to Flint, ICELAND arenas on Saturday, March 16th for Make Your Own Luck. WWE and ECW legend Rhino challenged Silas Young and Gideon Malice in a triple threat match for the Michigan State Heavyweight title. Also in action that night, Jocelyn Navarro challenges Penny Poindexter for the Michigan State Women's Championship. Plus the return of the Flint native and TNA superstar, the Black Diamond Jack Bryce. Get your tickets now at PureProWrestling.net.